Hey everyone, today is Wednesday what is today? The, if Friday's the 19th, then Thursday's the 18th. Today's the 17th of April. Really? Really? Is it? Whatever. Anyway, okay. Um, the, yeah, yesterday I had a bad day, so I started playing more Star Wars The Old Republic. I've been playing it pretty much nonstop since, I think, Thursday. Um, and I played a little bit on my bounty hunter, but wasn't in the right frame of mind for playing Sayafita. Speaking of Sayafita, brief tangent. As far as I know, the Makeb stuff, the new stuff in the Rise of the Hutt Cartel, doesn't have any class story content. Excuse me. Um, that said, should I still record it for sharing it, or should I not? Because I know Sayafita's story was just her story. It's not the game's story. So I don't know if I want to share the Makeb stuff or not. Um, Maybe when they do actually expand upon the bounty hunter storyline, maybe then I'll record more. But I read a post by a dev on the forums saying that no, there's no class story content. It's just a planet story basically. So I'd appreciate feedback on that if anyone bothers to watch these. So please leave a comment down below or reach me through whatever other media like Twitter. Um, anyway, so as I was saying, I wasn't in the right frame of mind to play Sayafita. Um, but that said, I was in the mood to play Star Wars: The Old Republic, so I deleted my existing Inquisitor. She was level 16. I didn't remember what I was doing with her. Didn't remember where I was going with her. So I just kind of sold all of her stuff, mailed the money to Sayafita. It was like 13,000 credits, 13,604, because I needed 5 credits to send the email. Anyway, so I mailed the money and deleted her and started a new Sith Inquisitor. She is a Twi'lek, red skin, purple eyes. She's got the tattoos on her leku and face. She has the prominent headband, which I like. And her name is Ni Arya. Apostrophes between Ni and Luri and Arya. Now, I randomly generated a name and it came out Ni Luri, and I was like, oh, that sounds great for a Twi'lek name. And then I put Arya at the end because I like the sound of that. Um, and only now am I realizing there's Arya T'Loak in Mass Effect 3 and 2 and 3, and so I'm like, ooh, okay, so I stole another BioWare name. But and I prefer to call her Arya or Luri or something like that. But I just really like her. I think she's cool. And so I'm playing through, and I'm just crushed Korriban. Because what I did, thanks to the new achievement system, there's like, get 250 Chlor Slug kills on Korriban. So it's like at the very beginning, what you kill are Chlor Slugs. So I'm just like slaughtering the Chlor Slugs. And because I pre-ordered Rise of the Hutt Cartel, I have the portable trainer in my inventory, the Dr. Agarab the Hutt guy. And so I have this holographic hut that I can train at while I'm in the field. So I almost never use the class trainers anymore. Like they get rare points, like on the fleet, Imperial fleet, when I'm choosing my advanced class. I went sorcerer again, but just because I really love playing the sorcerer. Um, and so I'm killing the Chlor Slugs. I hit level 2. I immediately train. Because I was able to sell off some of the junk loot real fast. There's a vendor right there. And then I kill some more Chlor Slugs. I hit level 3, immediately train. Kill some more Chlor Slugs. I killed 100-something Chlor Slugs before I even went into the Tomb of Ajunta Pall. And then I got all the Chlor Slug kills. I wasn't really trying to get more Chlor Slug kills in the tomb. I was just killing them as a matter of course. And then I moved on and started killing the Tomb Raiders that were in there. And I think I got all of the Tomb Raiders taken care of in that first run through of the Tomb of Ajunta Pall. I just hung out and I killed a bunch of them. And and I think by the time I left there, I was level 4 or something, or well on my way to 5. And so, then I run into the temple and the academy, and I take care of the stuff in there, and then they send me off on the quests and blah 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 blah. And so I'm doing all these grinding the kills as I'm going, and I'm getting all of these achievements done as I'm going. So pretty much, Korriban is like 90 something percent done because there's 10 points in exploration that you can't get. Period. Like, it's 70 out of 80. But it's 70 out of 80 for, like, everywhere. So I'm like, what? Did they leave it open intentionally? Did they not want me to max out Korriban? Are they holding back something? I don't know what's going on. I do know they need to patch the achievement system pretty heavily, mainly because I've heard reports of people not getting awarded their achievements. Some creatures aren't in the game, like Swoop Striker on Balmora, Imperial Balmora. I don't know where he is. It is. I know it's a flying creature. I just don't. I've found swift swoop strikers, but I haven't. And I found ferocious swoop striker, but I don't know where the swoop striker is. And I'm pretty much done with Balmora. I mean, need to kill some more Republic people, but I'll take care of that when I get to Balmora after Drummond Koss on my Inquisitor. Speaking of, I pounded the crap out of Drummond Koss the other day. I spent most of Saturday and the beginning part of Sunday just creaming Drummond Koss. I just grinded out all the kills, and I did it on my bounty hunter because it was cathartic, but it was also an opportunity to build up cash. I wasn't running crew skill missions because the newer crew skill missions are expensive and they don't always give a very good return on your investment. Like, for example, you'll drop 3,250 credits or something like that on slicing, on a nice slicing mission, like a rich yield or something, grade 9 slicing mission, and then the credit box you get out of it is like 2,800 credits. So that's a net loss. And I was realizing that while the gains were there, they weren't significant enough for me to keep doing it. So I hit 450 with all my crew skills, and I just stopped. On the plus side of doing all this low-level grinding, though, I am picking up a lot of materials for crafting in case I decide to do that. But Sayafita only has scavenging, slicing, and treasure hunting, so... but she does have 2 pages in her bank. 1 page is set aside for just the scavenging materials. 1 page is set aside for all the gemstones and other stuff she has gotten in the past through her mission skills. So, but with Arya, she has archaeology, artifice, and treasure hunting. While I already recognize I have treasure hunting taken care of, it's a nice way for her to, kind of get some credits going. Low-level treasure hunting is pretty good on its return on investment. It's almost a 1-to-1 return on investment. A little more, a little less. It's, it varies. You got to roll the die. But treasure hunting's easy enough, and I do like the idea of her being able to make her own modifications for her lightsaber and her equipment. So the goal for Arya is just to get, like, oranges and stuff that she can customize. Now... That's pretty much it. I'm sorry I've rambled on a lot about Star Wars: The Old Republic. And my blog post on Monday was about it. Oh, good news though. I did finally finish the hardest space mission. No, not the 6 heroic missions that they added that are like the putting a gun to your own head hard. They are. It was the Ascendancy Barrier on the Imperial side and the Impossible Sector on the Republic side. They're very difficult, but with grade 7 equipment, I was actually able to get it done. Also with a laggy computer, I was able to get it done. The trick about it is that the mine layer at the very end of the mission, you have like a minute and a half to kill it, and you get 3 passes on it, and then you're done. And the 3rd pass is kind of like meh. But you have to take out both of its engines and one of its mine laying bays. And reliably now, I am able to wipe them out. If only because I dump the energy to my blasters and I'm pumping it the whole time, and I'm using the new concussion missile launcher that does like 500 damage a missile or something, and I'm just chucking those out there. The reason the lag is a factor is that because I'm lagging all the time, because there's this delay, if there's too much stuff on the screen, too much scenery, too much draw distance, the mission slows down, and it doesn't necessarily recognize when I lock on with the missiles. And the missiles are the heavy hitters for that thing. So, like, I think at best, I'm estimating the blasters do 300 damage because they do 100 on their own. You get another 100 from the charger, and then I'm assuming half again from the capacitor thingamahoo, the power converter. But anyway, the primary trick to winning that mission, though, use your EMP on the second minefield, because you spend a lot of time going back and forth through that area, and if you just wipe it out, you can just focus on keeping your shields up and getting rid of fighters. And then use it on the fourth minefield, because it clears out an area behind the mine layer, so that you don't accidentally target mines instead of the mine layer. At least that's how I'm doing it. And in the meantime, just roll a lot and shoot back. If you find your shields getting low, put the shield recharge on and stop shooting. Just start using missiles. You have plenty of missiles, but typically I like to end anywhere. Typically I end with something a little under 40, something like 38-ish missiles. Anyway, I think that's enough about Star Wars: The Old Republic for this week. Maybe next week I'll talk more about it. I don't know. Until next time. Oh, new chair.